Hi, my name is Dr. Ayo Adenuga. I'm a public health physician and founder for Action for Teens and Moms Health, where our goal is to increase your parenting confidence, remove the overwhelm of adolescents, and improve your ability to engage your teens for remarkable results. Thanks for joining me today. If you're joining for the first time, you're welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for always supporting. Last week, I did talk about ways you could help your teens to navigate and deal with peer pressure. And today, I'm going to talk about ways you could turn peer pressure to your teens' advantage. Yes, yes, yes. We know that peer pressure, it's an influence that other people have that would change a person's way of thinking or dealing with situations. But peer pressure is not always that bad. We know that negative peer pressure has been shown to increase anxiety in teens. However, there are some things called positive peer pressure, where a child is able to benefit from the peers around him. Now, every child needs a level of engagement, relationship with their peers. And forming this relationship with their peers is a very huge determinant of how they engage other people in future, how they're able to navigate life, how it forms a really strong building block for them as teenagers. Now, teens and peers, when it's positive, can help. Peers can help to motivate your child to make positive choices. Good peers can also help them to navigate difficult situations or challenges whereby they can think through difficulties together and solve them. Also, they're able to share life, new things that they're engaging in life, or even make positive choices or health choices like playing sports together, playing games together, sharing their feelings together. And yes, peer pressure can have its positive ways. So now, by the way, if you've not subscribed yet, please click the subscription button below. Then whenever a new video comes out, you get notified and you can always follow me, because I would always talk about teens' health, how parents can help, how teens can get better, how parents can also improve the way they deal with their teens. So going forward, I'm going to talk about 5 ways you could engage your teens and turn peer pressure to your teens' advantage. Now, the first thing we have to do, okay, I want to say first that we know that if you walk with the wise, the word says, you become wise. If you walk with the foolish, what happens? It leads to destruction. And show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. So I'm going to talk about ways we as parents can help a child and turn it to advantage. And we can do it. We can do it. We just sometimes don't know how to do it. And some parents have always thought peer pressure is negative. So let's go on. So one, love and support your children while setting safe boundaries. So as parents, don't try to choose your teens' friends, but encourage them to make good choices based on character. Also, you need to teach your children how to even model good character in themselves. Discuss with them what it takes to be a good friend first of all, and that would also help them to seek friends that are good, because you can't want to make good friends when you yourself don't have good character. So we need to speak to our teens, encourage them to build good character in themselves, have good values in themselves, and seek out for friends with similar character and interests. That would help. 2, also try to engage them in structured activities like swimming, games, volunteer work, basketball, based on their interests. Okay, try to engage them, because studies have shown that children that engage in structured activities do better socially, academically, and mentally. So try as much as possible to engage them. Now, you yourself have to be able to have structured activities around you. Then you could model that. Sometimes you could belong to a swimming club, or you could go on for swimming or games in a structured way that encourage your teen to do the same thing. So you need to model it and help them. 3, Also be engaged in, expose your children to diverse groups where they can meet with people, multiple groups, um, clubs, church or religious affiliations that you have. Like for instance, I attend Hope Bible Church, and we have, what I like about it, that we have different activities that helps us integrate with other people. We have the women's group, we have the teenage group, we have the small family group. So at the end of the day, for instance, when the COVID struck and the children were not able to go to school where their peers are and they couldn't see their peers, they were able to engage with the other peers in church. So we had small groups whereby they were able to play while we're not going to church. We'll go there, on weekends, and they had access to those people and they could also relate. So we're looking forward to going there. So that's important, please. 4, reserve your judgments. Now, teens are bound to make some negative decisions in life. Even their friends might make some decisions that are not palatable. What you should do is to, rather than point fingers or judge them, try to help them think through how they would address that situation again. What would you do to avoid making these mistakes again? If it's their friends that made it, let them think through, why did that happen? How can you avoid such things from happening? And they themselves will be able to build that character in them and be able to make better choices. Number 5. No one matters more than we, the parents. We ought to model what we want to see in our children. Now, good, productive relationships is the hallmark of adolescence. Being able to make the right relationships at this time would help them in the kind of relationships they will make in school, at work, their relationships. So it's important that we parents start modeling good relationships ourselves in our homes. How do we show love, respect, care to the people around us? When we're relating with our husband, our siblings, what do our teenagers see? What do they see in us? So you have to think, how am I modeling good relationships in my home? Because charity begins at home. What they see at home is what they would translate to how relationships be outside. Do you get angry easily? Do you speak against your husband, your siblings, and all that? If you do, you need to stop, okay? Because they won't see any benefits in having good relationships anyway. So please, 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 we as parents, we need to model good relationships. Now, this is based on the fruit of the spirits, okay? Are you kind? Are you loving? Are you tolerant? Are you not easily angered? Do you not want to get your way easily? Are you respectful of other people? Are you humble? And do you respectfully say no where you need to say no? And do you lovingly say yes, even sometimes when it's not convenient, but you know it's in alignment with your values? So these are the few things I'm sharing with you today. I'm sure it's very impactful. I want you to write in the comments what came out to you. What out of the 5 things I mentioned would you be doing? How, number 1, would you help your child to possibly choose their peers through good characters you're discussing with them? Secondly, being engaged in activities that would help them to be exposed to the right kind of friends. Being exposed to structured activities and sports that improve their mindset and able to meet like-minded people. What other things are you doing? Write in the comments below what you'll be doing this week to turn peer pressure into a positive light for your child. Now, thank you again for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe so that next time you get notified when I share. Then if you're serious, if you're really serious about making sure you engage your teen for good outcomes, reach out to me to speak to some of your groups, okay? Reach out to me, engage me for a speaking engagement, and I'll sure get back to you, and I'll be very happy to speak at your group, your church, your community, just to impact and make sure that our teens turn out right. So thank you again. Have a good day. God bless. Bye.